trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. Trade what you see with Larry Pesavento. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. Now, Larry Pesavento.
Okay, folks, we're going to talk a little bit about these markets. We're starting with gold and silver. We're going to continue. This is continuation of what we were looking at. There was that big rally that we had from the high. Came right at the 786, and then we had the 382 right here. Then we had the big A, B, C, D to the downside right here. You see this three drive pattern right here, folks, at 2 o'clock in the morning, New York. Believe me, somebody came in with money like you can't believe at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'll show you that in just a second. Now, since that time, you see we've had a rally here. 400, believe it or not, folks, this was $480 rally here, $480 rally here, stopping exactly at the 382. From there, it drops all the way. That's $200. That used to be a week's range, folks. Now it's a matter of a few minutes. As you can see here, we made some type of a little bottom right here, but it's not very much. And the fact that it couldn't rally more than a 382 here shows you there's probably more to go to the downside. So if you're going to trade gold, you better watch it intraday. Otherwise, you're going to be looking at swings that scare the bejeebies right off of you, okay? And even if you don't wear bejeebies, it'll scare you. It scares me, and I'm not even involved in it. Hold on, let's get over here to where I want to talk to you about some other things. Let's go to that 2 o'clock in the morning, because there it is right here. You can see here's where the money came into the market right now. There's all the ABCDs on the Dow Jones going back to the 22nd. This one didn't make it right here, but all the others did. We'll get that out of the way. But there was your big ABCD here for the last 3 days. See, there's your three drive right there, right to the almost exact low, right on the low. Here was the changing point right here, folks. When the market opened, you see it had been going up. We'd been down 500. Now we're up 500. So that's it. Well, it's moved. Wow. Yeah, it moved $1,000 in the Dow Jones today. From the low last night at 2 in the morning, you see when the market opened, it sold off $200 right to the exact 382 right there, and it then rallied 500 points straight up. And we're sitting at the 78% level off of that move right here. So these are very, very important. Now, something happened at 2 o'clock in the morning because all of them did it. So the only person that I can think that can do that at that time of the morning is the FDR, Federal Reserve. That's got to be the Fed doing that. It doesn't have to be, but that's just my guess. Now, this is the Russell. You can see here, there's where we were. The Russell came down, made a huge ABCD. There it is, A, B, C, D right there. Another ABCD coming into it also. And so far today, we've rallied exactly up to 50%. Folks, right at this spot right here, okay, at 2 o'clock in the morning, this is when Bitcoin made its bottom at 73. Now, Bitcoin is still down $6,000 from where it was Friday. All right, so there's nothing bullish about Bitcoin, even though it's up 2 or 3% to 78,000. It's a really bearish chart. We looked at that over and over again. We might even take a look at it again here a little bit later, but we got to cover these other ones first. So next one we're going to look at is the NASDAQ, just as simple as pie. You'll see a beautiful ABCD down there. They were all the same, all at the exact same time. Now, what makes all the markets change at the exact same time? It's got to be somebody that's in there that knows a little bit more than we do, and that's exactly what happened. There's your high right here. There's your ABCD. Look where it measures to, folks. You'll get it right there. Measures to 25211, and the low was 25190. 20 points from the bottom, and you can see we're still going higher. We're already exceeded the 61% retracement of the move here. I believe we had, that was right in here. So there's a chance it might go up and go up forever, but we're going to find out. But we're having volatility like you can't believe. That's the main thing. Okay? I think we should do the silver again just to prove everybody, why we're watching these things, because of the fact that there's so much volatility now. Oh, this is I wanted to go back and show you this. Get back here to take a look at it. These rallies that we've had here. You see, this rally here was exactly, let's see if I can blow this up just a little bit better. I tried to cover this in the video last night. There's the ABCD leg. You can see ABCD right there, okay? All right, that was way back when it was 117, and from 117 down she came. There was the bottom again, 2 o'clock in the morning for everything. So somebody came in and said the market's got to stop going down now. With Bitcoin down $10,000 from where it was on Friday, it's only down it's rallied back about 4,000, I believe. So that they helped save Bitcoin and Michael Saylor. But as you'll notice here, on this market right here with the silver, it's actually saying that there might be a possible buying opportunity now, because if you look at this over the last hours, now there's your 2 o'clock in the morning right there. Now you've made a head and shoulders pattern. You see this shoulder here? This is higher. This might be it. Now it's still a little early, and this is you're talking $2 or $3 in silver, folks. So you can't trade silver with a 50-cent stop anymore. That's why they've raised the margin to $75,000 on some of these things. But there's your small little ABCD coming in right at the 618. Now that was at 76. Now you see we rallied all the way up to 79. That's $3.50 in silver, folks. On that contract, the large contract, that's 18 grand. On the small contract, the little mini, it's 1,800. So you've got to have big bucks in there if you're going to play these markets, because these are big swings that we're having. If we go below here, that means that you're going to break that out. That's where your stop would be. You're $2 away from where your stop would be. So your stop has got to be right below that, because if it breaks below that, this tells you that that's not good. And you've got a first sign of the fact that we had this nice little Gartley with a nice ABCD. And how high did we rally off of that bottom? I can't believe I'm talking about these numbers. I mean, this is just incredible. There's made a 50% retracement right here. These used to be monthly ranges, folks, and now we're having them in hours. And we're going to be seeing that in stocks someday. Maybe not in my lifetime, but we will be seeing them someday. So that's what we're watching in the silver. If you're going to trade it, you better look at it intraday. That'll give you a better idea, so you can get your thing. If you look at this, every hour, you're looking at ranges that scare you. But if the patterns are there, if you wait for your timing, and then you're going to be all right. Because if you put the pattern and the timing together, you got a little better chance. And if you don't, we're having pretty volatility in just about everything. Most of it supposedly was started by just the guy Wang from Nvidia came out and said, well, these numbers in Nvidia or in AI might be a little bloated or something like that, but I don't know what he said because he didn't bother to call me. We'll take a little break and we'll be right back. Stay tuned, folks.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN. educating investors.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
The reality is that navigating financial markets can be risky. Markets can be chaotic and difficult to understand. Having the latest market advice can help you turn this chaos into a key for creating winning trades. At TFNN, we understand that it can be hard to find reliable market news. That's why each of our market experts offers their very own market newsletter, a must-have tool for every trader out there striving to find an edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets so you can analyze the market before you trade. Try any of our great newsletters risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee. Just visit the Newsletters tab on the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
All right, folks, we're going to take a look here at the E-mini. You can see it also made a big ABCD pattern here over the last few days. That's where we want to be watching it, what's going on. All right, let's move on here and talk a little bit here about the fundamentals of the market and what's going on. Okay, now, you know, folks, one of my favorite things is trading cattle. Always been involved with it. I had several big hedges in cattle when I worked at Drexel. Most of it was gold and silver and soybeans and stuff like that. But I had two cattle guys, one from Colorado and one from New Mexico. And I was always involved with the cattle market. I've been trading it forever. Now, this is April cattle. All right. Now, what did I do with this thing? You can see here on this move right here, there's an ABCD measuring right here to this level right here, which is 241, and the high today has been 240.80. Okay, now you can see here we had a huge gap here this morning. Okay, the reason why I want to talk to you about this gap, folks, the report came out. I'm not sure when, but they sent me a review of it, Rich Anderson, and one of my cattle guys, and said this was the most bullish, this report that happened right here was the most bullish report in the history of trading cattle futures, which is over 60 years. That said that this was a 75-year low in cattle placements. Second thing is the cold weather all across the plains and everything. When it's really cold, cattle don't pick up weight. Okay, so beef, the supply is going down. Okay, also retail demand has picked up quite a bit. There were about 9 things that said cattle are going to be limit up, and that was about 8 cents. Well, it opened, as you can see, it opened about 2 cents higher, and then it ran all the way up to be up from 237 to up to 41, so it was up about 3 cents. It went up there and touched it twice. This is what's the most bullish news that they've ever had. To me, that is bearish. The reason why I'm bringing that to your attention is I got the information and I wanted to share this to show you whether you want to be able to be a buyer or seller at this with this kind of action. But look at this. This has been it's been very, very normal. When we did have a sell-off here, it just dropped a couple of cents right here. That's not very much, and it didn't even make a 382 retracement of the move from Friday. So there's nothing bearish about this as of yet. But with the news as bullish as this is, boy, I'm waiting for see some type of weakness, because I will be in that all over. Because if markets don't go up with good news, where they'll go. That's we've seen it in too many things that we've watched over all these years. So I'm bringing that to your attention, because that I watch the tape to see how the markets respond to the news, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. All right. You remember our favorite contract, of course, has been the February, and I just had this up here because I was watching it. The spot now is April cattle. That's it. Now there's your number. Look at this. Hasn't even gotten filled at the 786 yet, folks. With that kind of bullish news, are you kidding me? Come on, man. I wouldn't be afraid to sell this. Not a chance. With that kind of news, and this thing's not heading for the hills, get out of here. That's bearish. I mean, this is really bearish. I've told this story before. I'll tell it again. My biggest thing in my career that ever happened to me, well, a lot of, good and bad. But anyway, one of the biggest things that ever happened to me, I lost all my money in 74, okay? Then I studied for a year, a little over a year. The Gartley book, I absorbed it, okay? That's when I came up with the ABCD and the butterflies and stuff. Well, butterfly came a little later, but the ABCD, I saw that. And then I knew a little bit about fundamentals, not very much, but two of my mentors helped me and said, well, you buy soybeans and soybean oil, you'll make a lot of money. And I did, and I got really lucky. And I got out of it on the high day. That was I think the high day was I know the day was 76, but I can't remember. It was in June. I can't remember what date, but the news was just so bullish that the tape read, the Reuters tape, we didn't have this fancy stuff. It said the only soybeans you're going to be able to find over the next few years will be in the Smithsonian Institute in Washington, D.C. When I saw that, I started writing tickets for my broker, because I came, I got in early because this report was a big report, and it was every bullish. Everybody was talking about 3-4 limits, all that stuff, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, the market opened about 2 cents higher and went limit down 4 days in a row. I got out on the high tick. And all I did is I put my stop one tick under the low of Friday. So if it wasn't up, I wanted out. And boy, it wasn't up. The first calls were three limit ups and 2 limit up. And then right before, 10 minutes before, I don't know where it's coming. He said, but there's selling coming into the first 2 options. They're not going to be limit up. And then right before the market opened, Ivan Hour for Conti Commodity, he said some words that I can't repeat here. And then he said, oh, it's not going to open higher. And boom, boom, it was limit down just faster than you could even, and it went limit for a couple of days. Anyway, that's where we're seeing that type of report right now. They're telling you that this is what's going on. Look at it. All you got to do is sell at 239.45. That's 40 cents from right here, and put a stop at 240.45. And this is with bullish, really bullish news, folks. like bonsai bullish. So to me, that's what I'm watching. What you want to do is you want to do the April contract. That would be at 241 in the April. We're at 241.30 right now. So, and the high has been 240.70. So try to do that at 241. That's the equivalent. Well, you know what? Just do that. Just sell the. I'm gonna talk myself into this one right here. I've already sold the February, folks. So I didn't realize it until it was too late that they'd rolled over. But there's still a lot of volume in the February. But the lead option now will be the April. But this is so bullish and it's not going up. That's not a bullish sign, folks. I don't care what anybody says. I'm often wrong, but never in doubt. The U.S. dollar. You remember how they told us the U.S. dollar was done, finished, kaput. Well, kaput kicked it through uprights in the field gold, and you can see we've been going down, down, down ever since that happened. And we're doing the same thing. If you do just a little bit of the numbers, and these are great things to trade, you can see this. You don't get many ABCDs in here, but you got a little one right here. You got a nice ABCD right here for a buy. Then it went up, probably right up to just about, that's about 50%. I can tell you that right now. Yeah, that goes to the 50% level. And then we start down from there. Look at the lower highs that we've got in here. You've got a little ABCD in here, little ABCD here, still going here. Now, this is all related to the fact that they were telling you how bad the U.S. dollar actually was. So let's take a look and see how bad the U.S. dollar actually was. We've done this before. We're going to do this again, and we got a break coming up here. So I'll be posting this chart while it comes up, and then we'll go from there. There's a dollar, and we want to get that daily up there to get to show you where we are, because it's having a heck of a move today. And there's your ABCD right there, and then boom, there's where we're moving right now. It's a pretty big run here too. This is, you can see that last leg here took 7 days to complete. And look at this. This has done it in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. So, all right, we'll be right back, folks.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors. This portion of Trade What You See is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at direction.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Okay, folks, here's what the trade we were talking about on Friday. That was the ABCD and the wheat up here at this level within a quarter cent of the exact high. It's now dropped down 17 cents, so that's made $750. If you were to mark this off from your low, you'll see here that we stopped right at the 50% level. Frankly, you're only risking a nickel here, and you made 3 times that, so make sure you lock something in. I would say put a stop here at 38 to lock in $500 is the way I would try to handle that. Now, several people have been asking me about the AI program for today, what's been happening. And folks, with big ranges like this, sometimes the AI just doesn't work, and that's one of those days where it's been difficult. Let me just bring up the wheat, and we'll double check to see what it's doing here in the wheat today to see if it did any good with that. And yeah, see, look, there was your high. So it worked okay in the wheat, but boy, some of these others. Let me just give you an example here of, let's look at the NASDAQ. That's probably as good as any. There's a big move here. Now we're going to bring this up so we can take a quick look at it. Now, if this is the wrong, don't get excited, folks. It's the wrong time frame. So I've got to go to a 2-minute, and you'll see here. There was the high, but you see it told you it was going to go up. That was early in the morning. There was your 2 o'clock way back here, and then it started to go up. There was your high up in here, and then it just kept going higher and higher, which means it wasn't working. That's it. Even in the gold market, we had big swings. Let's do one thing at a time, Larry, okay? Let's do the silver first to see if it did any good with the AI. My go-to is patterns, folks. That I can depend on. The AI, it's like anything else. It doesn't work sometimes. Other times it does pretty good. Now, this happened to be silver. And as you can see, there's that time frame that we were watching here. Get this out of the way. Move that down. So not too bad. It's off by a little bit. I got to bring this down a little bit here. So hold on just a second here. Yeah, there it is right there. That's 11 o'clock last night. Try it again, Larry. It's 11 o'clock New York time, early in the morning. That was part of these big ABCD. So it did okay, but that for the rest of it, it really didn't do very well. And that happens because, it's a probability-based idea. And when you can do that, then you've got something working for us that you'd like to see. Now, I want to, first of all, I'd like for you to do something special for me, folks. I've been training students since 1986, and I've had over 900, and I'm still in contact with well over 600 of them. And I've lost some through the years. And one of my very dear friends, Henry Shee in Las Vegas, Nevada, who I met at a Tom Hugard seminar in 2015, and he really liked ABCDs. And he was a mortgage broker for Wells Fargo in Las Vegas, and he really attached to it. But his specialty was the cryptocurrencies and stuff, and he was one of those guys that got on real early and did really, really well. He made a lot of money. He's got a huge home on top of a Red Rock Canyon in Las Vegas overlooking the whole valley, and it's worth about 3 large, and beautiful 2 little kids, a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. And I talk to him about once a week. Well, Saturday night, he was killed in an accident at the age of 44, and I spoke with his wife early Sunday morning, and I haven't been the same since, folks, actually. Just drained me, and it's just like I lost a kid. And thank God I've never had to do that. Anyway, he was, I'm still a little choked up. Anyways, put some white outline for him. It doesn't need anything. They got more money than they'll ever be able to spend. And he's got a huge position on that he started on September the 2nd. And he's got a position on in Bitcoin. And she asked, she said to me, what should I do? And I looked at the position. I said, don't do anything. I said, I'll tell you when to cover it. But he's made a lot of money on that. So anyway, he did. Doesn't make any difference, but it's been bothering me. That's why I'm wearing my hat today. I've got a bad hair day. All right, let's move on with some of the other things, what's going on. People ask me, this big rally, this is just more volatility, folks. The Bitcoin is telling you that there's something wrong in the markets. The silver and gold are telling you there's something's wrong in the market. Now, at 2 o'clock this morning, things all changed, but how long that's going to last, I don't know. But there's big things coming out there, folks. You know, that Bitcoin is $1 trillion market, and it gave up, it's had a high of 120. I think I can bring that up here. I talked about it. I said that was the best trade was this one right here. This was the daily. There's your ABCD right at the 382. That's at 98,000, folks. This is not up to date because it got down to 74,000 last night. 73.8 or something like that. And all it's done is rallied up to the 70, whatever, I think it's 77 or 78, 79 right now. It's up $2,000 and everybody thinks that's bullish. That's down $7,000 from where it was on the 29th on Friday. So anyway, that's what I'm paying attention to as we're looking at these things unfolding here. And just stick with the patterns and it'll get you to the promised land, hopefully, and we'll go from there. So we come back up here. You look at this. We finish the silver. And, we had to talk about the soybeans here. Where are we at on the soybeans? Come on, the soybeans. Get this out of the way. We've covered the wheat. Okay. All right. Well, you just never know when the old number comes up, do we? That's why I like that quote by Tony Robbins that I like. I met him at 86 when he was just a kid, and he said that quote, and I've stuck with it ever since. Live every day in an attitude of gratitude, and may God bless. And that's what I do. I'm very blessed that I've been able to make it through, right here and do this every day. Now, here's the March soybeans. They're under a little pressure today. Actually, not too bad. There was a 382. We just missed that, and it's backed off a little bit. So there's not much going on right now here. And this are talking about grain stuff with China, but heck, that's a coin toss for sure. Either way, it could be. It could go either way. No question about it. Okay. Now, if you sold the cattle, you have a small profit. So keep your stop working with a 1 point profit or 1 point stop. You're only going to risk $400. All right. When the news is that bullish and that thing can't go limit up, there's something wrong. I mean, well, anyway, that's what we'll pay attention to here as we walk through some of these other things today. Now, let's cover a couple stocks that people have asked about. First of all, we want to talk about Nvidia because Jason Wong came out over the weekend on one of the talk shows. I don't know which one. All I heard was that he said something that sent those stocks into the sewer for a while. And we'll take a break and we'll get out of the sewer and we'll look at it in a minute. So stay tuned.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Okay, here's Nvidia stock, folks. You can see that it opened lower, traded at 91. It opened as low as 86, 5 points lower. And all I'm going to do is to check to see if that was a 382 this morning. No, it didn't even make that. So still down on the day, but not doing too much. All right, the one that to me was very important was Oracle, because, you know, that's been under the guidelines of the volatility records for quite a while. We'll get this up here, and then you can see here, believe it or not, folks, it's up on the day here, but look at this, folks. Is that correct? It's actually down on the day now? Wow, that was surprising. Darn, because that was supposed to be up on the day. Anyway, here's where Larry Ellison made $100 billion in one day. If you remember that. That went from 340, it's dropped in half. 167, they're really big in AI, right? I mean, that's just one of many stocks, but I think this AI thing is a little suspect because let's look at Meta, because everybody bought that stock in Meta, and that's why they always say follow the money here. Meta is right there. Let's get that up, see if it's under the 40 level. Look, everybody that bought it is underwater, folks. There it is. There's another example. Again, it's down on the day, but there was all the news right here. Now, everybody that bought it, now they're losing. That's not good kind of stuff, the action that you like to see. Let's look at Softy. Let me see if they get a 440 or not. Did we get any? Oh, look at this. Just, oh my God. You talk about one that looks really sad. Look at this, folks. This is Microsoft, one of the big ones in the Dow Jones, and yet the Dow Jones is up 500 points. I must be Goldman Sachs. Let's take a look. What's making the thing go up? Because my goodness, that's a big run here. Goldman Sachs, that's got to be moving pretty good. Yeah, it's up. Good to see it open lower. Wow, there's part of your problem right there. Went from 13, wow, 13, 50 points it rallied. So that's another 40 points that it rallied. Okay, let's take a look at Caterpillar. That's also another one. And we'll get this up here. Take a look at it right now. Ooh, Caterpillar making new highs. There it is right there. Caterpillar making new high, 685 here, folks. And that even might be a weekly chart. No, it's a daily, but there's Caterpillar also making another new high, 685. And they're the three biggest ones. Microsoft, number one. Goldman Sachs, number 2, Caterpillar, number 3 is Softy. So that's a big deal. Okay, now let's get back over to something we like to look at, which is the corn market. Let's get over here, take a look at the corn. Got a lot of cold weather up there. That means that you got to feed those cows and pigs a lot more because they don't pick up weight in the cold weather, but yet they're getting a chance to buy it cheap here. So that's what we're watching here with these things. Now we've got another month coming, and then we've got spring. Another 6 weeks, we've got spring. Oh, please come quickly on the 22nd of March, and that's when the planning will start around then, and we're going to be starting to watch that because we've got a lot of stuff going on in the world that's going to have to feed a lot of people because it looks like we're going to be going to war. Let's get back to crude oil, okay? Get back here to crude oil, and I'll bring, just a second here. I've got to change it up a little bit. Okay. Crude oil. Let me see where we are here. All right, there's crude oil. Okay, it's having a little bit of a sell-off because of all this other stuff that I talked about. Let me blow this up and correct it. This is a different one that I'm looking at. This is the daily. What I'm going to do now is take this out, clean that all up. This was the new, we had the ABCD. We talked about this the other day. We took a nibble on that one. There's your ABCD right up there. We said about 579. It went up to 642. So if you risked $1,000 or $80, you would have still be in it. If you risked less, then you probably got stopped out. But look at the big break we had here. And I did a video on this last night because I said, pay attention to this because you're having a big break like that. All it was doing was coming down, and it's still right there, almost exactly at the 382. That's 52.09. The low here was 45, so it hasn't really broken very much at all. I know it's a big move down, and it's a little scary, but one word from somebody on either side of the continent, you could see this stuff $2 or $3, $4, $5 higher or lower at any one time. Make sure you put a stop in. It's not how much money you win, it's how much money you don't lose. Let's look at heating oil because that's where the cold comes in, and they have shot. This should be the strongest, so let's check and see. Same thing. Look, see, crude oil heating oil has broken down below the 382. You can see we're setting right. Oh, this is a Gartley, folks. Pay attention to this one here because there's your big down day today, quite a bit. But look where it stopped. Okay, there's your ABCD. This is a Gartley, no question about it. Hate that big down move, but there's where it is right there at the 50% level. But the ABCD tells us you're going to go down a little bit more, down to the old faithful of 618. Take a quick look here at heating oil here, folks. You got to put the order in right now. You got to be watching that one. So that's really that. Okay. There's what we're watching here. The problem is this wide-ranging bar. You know that as well. This is a big drop here, 17 cents in heating oil for a day. So make it stay here for a little bit before you, in other words, just don't buy it. Well, you could just buy it there and risk a point because it should stop exactly at that point. So these are what are scary, these wide bars. And we're getting wide bars all over the place, folks. There's no question about it. They're coming in from all areas. And the grains not so much, but any of the others are having real wild swings, and that's the reason why we're getting so much volatility. Let me get rid of some of these others because I want to move back on and talk to you about. But these AI stocks are just not acting bullish, folks. I'm probably the only person that says that, but well, who knows? Okay, let's get up here. We covered the March beans. Got this right now. We got the market strengthening up again. It looks like we've won it. Russell keeps going higher. It has now reached the. Hold on, we're up to. Whoa! Right there's where we are. Yeah, we just went above the 50% retracement here in the Russell. Let me see where we are. S&P still about the same. NASDAQ, Dow Jones still about the same. And the NASDAQ is right behind here. It used to be anyway. Well, I don't know where it is. Window, tile, vertical. Here, let's get this up here. Take a quick look at it. All right, that's the main thing. Where is the Dow? Yeah, the NASDAQ is doing the same thing. It's still in that same area right here. The whole gamut is, folks, from what we're watching, from my perspective, is, let me get this up here. Oh, you know what I got to do? I have to bring in the trading view. Let's take a break. I want to bring up the trading view, okay? And then we'll talk.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Okay, folks, this is Bitcoin. You can see from the high we made right back here, it was down $10,000. Now it's actually up $1,000, $1,500 from the bottom. But that's from the bottom. There was the close on Friday. There's where it is right now. I mean, that's bullish. Yeah, you got to tell me about that one. This is the one that's the most important of all. I'm going to switch this to the daily. This is in that. We're going to go to the monthly chart on this one because that's how important this one is. This is the New York Stock Exchange Index. And we'll bring that up here. And this is what we're going to see. This Apex deal, you've seen this many times, and that's why we said it's got to be selling up in here. And the pricings haven't updated yet, but we'll see how they end up today. So there's what the old high was, 23,000. We'll see what that comes in. This is a monthly chart, so it might be off by a few days, but not by much. You can see I did all the ABCDs. That's in the newsletter. All that stuff is there, so you'll be able to see it. The only thing I'd like to mention here is, folks, be really careful in these markets, because you can see what happened in gold and silver. You don't want that to happen to you. So I don't know. And people ask me, could this be a big buying opportunity in gold? It moves $500 at a time. That used to be a fabulous opportunity. Of course it's an opportunity. You just got to be careful about how much money you don't want to lose as opposed to how much you want to make. These are dangerous times, folks. The old Chinese curse, may you live in interesting times. So just be real careful as you're going through looking at some of the things. Tomorrow we're going to have Stan Harley, hopefully, as our guest. He's scheduled. Still traveling, but he should be there. But just be careful of what you do each day. Always protect yourself, because that's what you want to be watching, is how much money you don't want to lose, not how much money you're going to make. The money will always be there if you don't make too many mistakes. The first mistake teaches, the second mistake kills. The words of Roy Longstreet. We'll see you on the flip side tomorrow, folks. May God bless.